following me now, Detective?
Yeah, like I got nothing better to do than tail the rich and famous. We had a meeting on the books.
I completely forgot, and now I have an event, and I... Want to take a ride?
A ride?
I'll have the driver drop you back at your car.
My superiors are pressuring me to shut down my investigation.
Pressure from above?
No, the department's budget, actually. That in the absence of a few key components.
Like a suspect.
Who had the opportunity, the means, and big one here, a motive. I haven't been able to produce a single credible suspect.
Try standing on the senior partner's floor and swinging a dead cat.
No. We checked out all the partners, all the associates, in fact, every employee in the building and their families. Everyone has a rock-solid alibi. Everyone except you.
I was running, as I am every morning at 6 a.m.
So you've said.
I'm your best suspect, Detective.
No, you're our only suspect. But fortunately, George Riley vouches for you. Time is running out on my investigation.
Barrington kept a journal. His daughter told me he kept it at work. It's missing.
Of course it is. Any chance of seeing the building's security logs from the night before?
You haven't already?
I don't have enough probable cause to request them officially.
No, you don't.
So if I don't get some cooperation soon, Daniel Barrington's death will officially be ruled as suicide.
I'll see what I can do.
Isabel. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This should be quick. Just a quick dinner and speech and maybe dessert back at my place.
It's not going to be like last time.
No.
Okay.
The measure of a man, it has been said, is his deeds and not his words. My good friend Brad Manning is substantial indeed. A lot of us are here tonight to write checks. Now, that's a good thing. But the Youth Group of America is the beneficiary of Brad's financial commitment as well as his leadership and his passion. But all of us here tonight are the beneficiaries of his example.
So there we are on mile 22.
Jack starts singing.
It was a marathon. We were going uphill.
Well, it's not so much that he was singing, but what he was
This is so
singing.
totally unfair. I'm going to take back everything nice that I said about you.
Drops keep falling on my head.
I hate you.
You love me.
No, that's Amanda's job. Thank you.
And she's very good at it.
Which reminds me, Jack, it's time you settle down.
If I'd have known you were going to outgrow your braces, maybe I'd have kept you for myself instead of introducing you to Brad.
As your father and I had planned many years back.
Then you wouldn't have such a brilliant CFO and son-in-law running the company.
No, just another deadbeat lawyer. God knows we got enough of those in this family.
I think we've done pretty well for Beacon Communications, Dad.
That's so. You two actually think you had anything to do with that?
Don't look at me. I'm not complaining. I just cash my paycheck and mind my own business.
Yeah, proves my point. Idle hands are
The
the
devil's playground. Yeah, we've heard it 1,000 times, Dad.
Yeah, well, these two prove that saying on a daily basis.
Isabel.
Oh.
Oh, we were just talking about you.
Really?
Amanda,
Yeah, something about how.
we're late for our next appointment.
Well, if that's what you call it.
Goodbye.
You really should settle down.
I know.
FBI, Mr. Manning, you'll have to come with us.
What?
Jack?
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and
I'm
will
his
be
attorney.
used against you in a court of law. You have the right to speak
Do
to
you
an
have a
attorney.
warrant?
Signed by a judge and everything. You have the right to speak to an attorney, have an attorney present
Don't
during
talk to him.
questioning.
No
If you wish, you
conversation,
can
no patter,
afford
nothing.
one.
Do you
The court
understand
will
me?
appoint one without charge before questioning begins.
I'll be right behind you.
Let's go.
I've seen that face before. Around mile 24, Boston.
How's Amanda?
How do you think? What the hell's going on, Brad? The Justice Department's charging you with fraud. They say they have solid evidence you filed false 10K reports with the SEC 2 years in a row.
I tried to do the right thing, Jack. You have to know that.
Look, I know it's been a long night.
God, you can be such a Boy Scout. People screw up, okay? Even when they're trying to do the right thing.
You're saying you did it?
Yeah,
That's it?
that's it. I made a mistake. So isn't there anything you can do?
We have a meeting with the AUSA this afternoon. I suggest you tell them everything.
We need a fourth for Saturday.
How about Frank Spector?
He's a sandbagger. What about Wenzel?
I could finish a crossword puzzle by the time he lines up a putt. No way.
Excuse me.
Hello, Britt.
Oh, look, Carl Green. The enemy is within.
Darling, when are you going to come work for us?
When your firm stops advertising on park benches.
She's good. Carl's representing Browning Munitions.
Help me.
DC's suing them. The mayor wants the gun manufacturers to pay big.
The mayor wants a platform for re-election.
Browning floods the urban market with guns. Crime rate is up on the streets, and the taxpayers have to foot the bill.
An NRA member is saying that with a straight face.
If you knew how many hours we build the city, you'd learn this face, too.
I'm going downstairs.
Yet you're still here.
Whatever number you're thinking of, you're not going to get it.
I have a witness.
Seriously. Put a criminal on the stand, you're just going to win my case for me.
15-year-old with a bullet in his brain. Used to be an honor student. Now he's out on the street. Juries eat stuff like that up.
We'll see how he holds up when I depose him.
All I have to do is enter his school transcripts into evidence and cue the violins.
You seem very confident.
Go through the motions, come up with a reasonable number. Both clients go home happy.
Hey, you had me worried there for a moment, Grant. Thought you were actually thinking of going to trial.
Tee off 7 a.m. Don't be late and don't forget your checkbook.
Have I done something to offend you, Charlie?
No.
So I should chalk up the phone call to what, a psychotic break?
Excitement, ma'am. Just excitement.
What are we excited about?
You ever do any fly fishing, Miss Hanley? You being from Missoula and all, I kind of figured you had.
No, Charlie, I've never been fly fishing.
It's all about coaxing the fish out of the water. It's all about the fisherman making the fish want to take the bait. It's like a dance, really.
What the hell are you talking about? Where did you get this?
Mr. Barrington's journal.
JT.
I was thinking Jack Turner.
Where's the rest of it?
Hidden. Safely hidden. You know, I hear Arnie Bowman is an agent worth having. An agent who makes careers such as the one I believe I deserve.
The magnificent Ambersons are waiting in your office.
God forbid they should wait in yours.
I can't work with people around.
I need the building security logs for September 6th.
Then you'll need to speak to Hal Malloy and security.
Can you make that happen?
I can.
We don't need this kind of publicity right now. The stock could take a nosedive we'd never recover
My
from.
husband is facing time in prison, and you're worried about publicity, Scotty?
This is exactly why we should never gone public. Dad was right.
No, can't put that genie back in the bottle, can we?
Tell me about the merger.
Ziegler Bar Telecom.
Yeah, Brad and I have been fighting that battle for years. It's you two who are trying to steal the company.
And that's not fair, Dad.
We're only thinking of helping the company.
Pig's ass you are.
Okay. Brad is sitting in a lockup. He says he did it. Then the real question is, why didn't the Justice Department notify you, and where are they getting their information?
What are you saying?
Somebody blew the whistle.
One thing I know for certain, my son-in-law is no criminal.
Look at the evidence.
Shut up, both of you. Started this company in my garage and you two are sniffing each other's diapers. Scott? I don't know how the hell Beacon Communication got where it is, but here it is. And I sure as hell don't know the inner workings of the company anymore. Brad Manning's the only one who does. If he can't run it, nobody can. Maybe I ought to sell the damn thing to the Krauts.
They haven't changed.
No, they haven't.
Amanda, I shouldn't be representing Brad. I'm too close to all of you.
Do you remember when you first told me about Brad?
I think.
You said to me, and I quote, "He's the most genuinely honest person that I know."
Yes.
You know what he said about you?
I'm afraid to ask.
That he trusts you with his life, Jack. He needs you.
You look like the walking dead. Triple espresso.
What did I do to deserve this?
Somebody's got to help you.
Oh, stop
you
with
are
that.
not eating, you are not sleeping, and you're barely able to string two sentences together.
Yes, I am. Leave me alone. See? 2 sentences.
Uh-huh. I'll put a file of resumes here on your desk. You get some candidates in here and pick one. Why is that so hard for you?
Look, a few things have fallen through the cracks, but I always get it done.
And the Riley I know would take somebody out with that kind of lame excuse.
You're so mean to me.
It's because I care about your old bony behind.
You Reggie Proctor?
You know my name, so you're not lost. You dress way too clean to be social services, and you sure ain't bacon, so what's good, player?
I caught about half of that.
You're not police.
I'm a lawyer. City gave me your name. Your foster mom said I'd find you out here.
Does the name come with all this yak?
Grant Rashton.
What do you want? I'm a little busy.
Yeah, so I heard. You look out for drug dealers out here, is that right? That's illegal, you know.
Oh, for real? Thanks for setting me straight. Now bounce.
I need you to testify in a case for me.
You need me?
The city's suing Browning Munitions.
The gun maker? What for? They got some of the best guns around. They got a Nina no bigger than my hand. They got a 357 ACP with no recoil. They even got a 40 cal that switches to automatic.
Yeah, well, I think since you've been shot, you want to stay as far away from guns as possible.
Must know what I'm up against, right?
I need you to come to my office so I can prepare you for trial.
Oh, slow down, player. What's in it for me?
How about the free medical treatment you get for that bullet in your brain?
Oh, that's it? I'm just supposed to be grateful? Grateful I got a ringing in my ears that won't stop? Grateful I have a seizure at any moment? Did I ask to get capped?
Calm down.
Did I?
Calm down, will you?
Calm the hell down. Doctors are supposed to be free any damn way.
Here, I served your guardian, now I'm serving you.
What's this?
It's a document that says you either show up to testify or the police pick you up. Your choice.
Is there a problem, little homie? No, I'm good. You straight? Straight.
My office tomorrow morning.
I approached some investors for capital to buy the common stock. When I couldn't raise enough money, I panicked.
So you underreported earnings to buy stock to take over the company. Is that what I'm hearing?
I had to do something. Elliot Beacon isn't a well man, and his sons are ill-equipped to deal with the problem.
The corporation is vulnerable to a takeover, and my client exercised extremely poor judgment, but he was just trying to save the company for his father-in-law.
Nice spin, Jack, but it won't fly. So that's the whole story? You sure you haven't left anything out?
No, I've told you everything.
Then sorry, no deal.
You're telling me Justice is going to suit up over 2 counts of fraud?
Hardly.
Well, if you have something else, Hallie, why don't you spit it out?
I've got evidence that Mr. Manning embezzled millions from the corporate 401k and wired it to an offshore numbered account in the Cayman Islands.
That's not true. I would never embezzle.
You would, you did, and you just gave me motive. So I'm thinking 10 years minimum. You know, you might advise your client that full disclosure to his counsel would save a lot of time and embarrassment.
What?
You know.
Well, I haven't had a chance to break into Jack's house yet. My cat burglar suit is still at the cleaners.
You didn't call me back last night.
I called your cell.
I asked you to call my house.
It's been ingrained in me not to call you at home.
She's not there anymore. I was hoping that we could talk about it. Don't say anything, just think about it. You know where to find me.
You know who that was?
The real question is, do I care?
Arnie Bowman.
Yeah.
The music agent?
Oh, and?
He wants to talk about my future.
What future is that?
My future as a singer.
You have no future. I've heard you sing.
Ha, ha. Just so happens others don't share that opinion.
Others, like Britt Hanley. I see things.
Maybe.
Let me give you some advice about Miss Hanley. She gobbles up paralegals like candy. Stay clear.
What do you know? You don't know anything.
This I know. Trust me, man.
You're just
articulate, as always, Jethro.
I'm hungry. You got anything to eat?
Not until we go through this again.
I'm starting to get a headache.
Browning's lawyers are going to ask you a lot of questions.
Good, I got a few for him, too.
They're going to start with your name, address, and school.
I'm not in school.
Great. We can add truancy to your list of negatives.
I was in school before I was triggered. I was smart, too, so they say. But now it's like a bunch of pieces floating around. Like a big jigsaw puzzle. Like when light moves away from you, it shifts into the red spectrum. And when it comes towards you, it shifts into the blue. That make any sense to you?
Not really.
Me either, but it used to.
I just wanted to say, hi, I'm sorry.
This is Reggie, Ariel Saxon, my colleague.
Hi.
Hi.
You just wanted to say what?
That I can make that appointment that we talked about later, if you'd like.
Yes, I would like that very much.
Okay. It was nice to meet you, Reggie.
Pleasure's all on this end. Oh, wow. You tapping that?
What?
I see the way she look at you.
Let's just stay on point here, Reggie, huh? Let's go back to what happened
Look,
today.
I'm hungry and I got a bullet floating around in my head. Do you really want to be responsible for what will happen if I don't eat?
Come on.
All right, then.
Is there anything else you haven't told me, Brad?
I didn't do this, Jack. You have to believe me. I didn't steal any funds from Beacon.
Look at it from the JD's point of view. You've already confessed to fraud. Embezzlement, quite frankly, isn't that much of a stretch.
I misfiled some papers. That's all I did. I was trying to save the company, not raid it.
That doesn't even sound plausible.
Well, let's talk about what sounds plausible, Jack. When you told me you were taking over as managing partner of the one place you swore you'd never be, you said you had a lot of reasons, none of which were for power control, right?
What's your point?
An outsider might question your motives, but not me. Why? Because I'm your friend. Because I know what you're about. And all I'm asking is for the same leap of faith.
think I can arrange bail in a couple hours.
Kathy!
Did we or did we not file the omnibus motion this morning?
No, we did not.
I'm standing before Judge Flannery this morning looking like an idiot, going on and on about dismissals and suppressing evidence, and he has no damn idea what I'm talking about.
And I reminded you about it a couple days ago that we had a deadline.
Why didn't you tell me before I left for court this morning?
Because I'm only human and I can't do it all, and neither can you.
Sorry, I shouldn't take it out on you.
Let's get some help. Huh? And stop trying to be Mr. Super Lawyer.
Kathy.
No. No. I am closing this door. I'll make sure that you're not disturbed for the next hour. And get some sleep. And then start looking through those resumes.
May I help you?
Oh, sorry. There was nobody in the desk out front, so I just,
Waltzed in here and helped yourself to my pistachios?
Oh, sorry. Mr. Barrington always liked me to feel at home here.
Well, Jack Turner says don't.
Fair enough. I was never a fan of nuts anyway. I'm not even sure pistachios are nuts, are they? You know what I do miss is those jelly beans.
Who are you?
Oh, sorry. Hal Malloy. Head of security for L&L. I'd like to know why you wanted those security logs.
I have my reasons.
Share them with me.
Care to share the logs?
Just a procedure. I'm sure you realize that, Mr. Turner. It's just a procedure. Oh, by the way, how's your dad?
He's fine. Thank you for asking.
Good. When you see him, you might tell him Hal Malloy said hello.
How much you make a year?
Like I'm gonna tell you that.
That's true, say at least $1,000.
Right, too.
So how come you can spend $2,000 on a suit and I'm eating 2-week-old tuna fish sandwiches?
Because we're too busy prepping for this deposition. Right now, nothing's more important than that.
The way you talk, you've never missed a meal in your life.
Don't count on it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Where your people from?
Why?
Your accent screams Deep South.
Macon, Georgia.
Her Atlanta's a hot spot. Fine women, slow pace, and big money.
I wouldn't know. I promise never to step foot in Georgia again.
Why not?
I'm not interested in my past. Couldn't wait to get out and stay out.
You don't even go back to see your parents?
They died when I was young.
Mine, too.
I know. First one to 20 wins, I go first.
Hell, George, I'll spot you 5 and still whip your ass.
Bring it.
It's one.
Mrs. Manning's in your office, and Hallie Berger called 3 times.
Where's Brad?
Your husband didn't show up for court today, Amanda?
You missed a nice little get-together, too.
Just me, the steno girl, a couple of nice prosecutors from the DOJ, and a United States federal judge.
I'm sorry.
If you know where he is, you need to tell me, now.
I thought he was with you. We were supposed to meet here after the hearing. So what do we do now?
Pray he comes to his senses. There's a bench warrant for his arrest, and he's considered a fugitive.
Running doesn't make the man guilty, Jack.
No, it just makes him look that way.
Do you trust Brad Manning?
Up until a week ago, I would have said with my life.
Well, there's your answer. Either your friend isn't the man you believed him to be, or he's exactly the guy you always thought he was. End of story.
Thank you for stating the obvious.
You know what?
What's going on with you?
I don't have time to complain about it, Jack.
If you're late again, Judge Schellner's going to rule against you no matter how brilliant your defense is.
I know. What did I do?
You're wasting time he doesn't have with your problems.
I wasn't wasting.
And you don't even bother to notice the drowning man in front of you.
He hasn't found my replacement.
I was coming home from school. Two drug dealers tried to cap each other. I just got caught in the middle.
Are you a drug dealer's lookout?
Yeah.
In fact, weren't you shot because you associate with criminals?
I didn't even start working for drug dealers until I came home with a bullet in my head, nothing better to do.
Just give him a yes or a no.
Could you identify the gun that was used by the drug dealer who wounded you?
Sure.
Which model was it?
Standard Browning munition, 9mm with a 10-round clip.
How could you possibly identify the weapon when you were shot from over 20 feet away?
The piece was bought the day before in front of my building. I saw the whole thing go down.
Oh, so you mean to say that they were obtained illegally out in the open?
It wasn't illegal.
And how do you know that?
People come from gun shows in Virginia. They buy extra and sell them off. Lots of 9s that day. Big push on a new model.
That's an illegal transaction.
No, it's not. You don't need a license to buy one gun, which is why a lot of people do it over and over again.
Let's take a break. Back in 5.
You're eating steak for dinner.
Oh, yeah.
Where's your client, Jack?
I don't know. Even if I did, I'm under no obligation to tell you.
Well, don't worry, we'll find him. And if I find out you aided and abetted in any way, you and Manning will be sharing a cell.
You wouldn't be so smug if you didn't have someone on the inside spoon-feeding you information.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm guessing it's the Beacon brothers.
Keep guessing.
I want every shred of information you have on my client. Forensic reports on his computer and all financial and phone records about to close of business today.
Tremont.
I'm filing a Brady motion.
And with Manning gone, what side do you think a judge will take?
Can't wait to find out.
I heard the good news. Arnie's the best agent there is. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Miss Hanley.
Listen to me, Charlie. Listen good. I've done for you, now you do for me. That's how it works, understand?
If you say so.
I need the rest of whatever it is you found. I need it now.
I don't know if I could do that, ma'am.
You don't want to mess with me, Junior. That is something you do not want to do.
Mr. Turner. Afternoon.
Mr. Malloy, you looking for me?
Yes, sir. It's about your request for the security logs.
Request denied.
If it were up to me.
You're very understanding. May I ask why?
The firm doesn't want it known what clients come and go out of the building.
A lot of clients conducting business between 1 and 6 a.m.
Is that an inquiry from Detective Traub by any chance? Nicky Traub's a good man, well-intentioned, but prone to wild goose chases, according to his superiors.
No, the request comes from me.
Oh, well, then you'd agree, wouldn't you, Mr. Turner, that our clients have a right to their privacy?
And the right to learn the truth, Mr. Malloy. Is that a priority here?
That's a question better directed to a person of a higher pay grade, Mr. Turner.
Am I a player now or what?
Yeah, you're a player. I need these by tomorrow.
Hey, the restaurant we're going to, is it fancy? Because, you know, I just can't eat anything.
Yeah, it's fancy.
Lobster?
From Maine.
Cool. Can I have some scotch?
No.
How about a cigar? You know, players gotta have a cigar.
No.
A hooker?
Maybe.
For real?
No.
You're looking good, Reggie.
Oh, ain't I styling now, girl?
Yes. Do you have a second?
Excuse me.
No problem.
Thanks, Reese.
Tonight, I have this piece of salmon.
I can't. I'm taking Reggie out to dinner. I can't.
Well, some other time then.
You're killing me.
Good.
Saints on the corporate level.
Someone call 911! Someone get in here!
Jack, I can't talk to you now, Brad.
Just give me a chance to explain.
Turn yourself in. Talk then.
For God's sake, Jack! Hands! Hands where I can see them!
You too.
Let me have your back.
You've been trailing him all this time. Why didn't you pick him up earlier?
Because man wasn't the target. You were.
Well, good morning, Jack. As soon as I heard you'd been arrested, I rushed right over.
Yeah.
Hey, is it my fault the U.S. Marshal Service gets overzealous? I knew Manning would get in touch with you.
Why don't you take me to my client before I file a complaint?
Follow me.
Jack.
Don't.
Just give me a chance to explain. I needed information I knew you could never get access to. I followed the money, Jack. I went to the Cayman Islands. I got the password for the account.
How?
A substantial bribe to a bank employee. I guess I did some real damage here.
You think? What's the password to the account?
Devil's Playground.
Idle hands. Elliot Beacon's favorite saying.
Yeah.
This wound is a massive cerebral hemorrhage. There's no brain activity. Surgeons are scrubbing up now, waiting on social services for donor consent.
I'll note it down.
Kathy. There's somebody in Jack's office.
Yeah. Jack sent her.
He sent a high school student to help me?
A first-year associate at LL&L. You be nice.
What's your name?
Molly Packard?
Why'd you go to law school, Miss Packard?
Is that a trick question?
I'll tell you why, because you wanted to make a lot of money, and if you
No,
didn't
not
come
really.
down here and rack up pro bono hours in one
I'm not in
fell
this for
swoop-
the money.
You're not?
My father's worth $460 million.
Really?
Really?
You went to Harvard, I'm guessing.
Washington State, actually.
Jack. You okay?
No.
Listen, I'm sorry for what Brad is putting you through.
Are you?
Really sorry that I didn't let you resign when you wanted to.
No, you couldn't, because you still needed me then.
Needed you?
You know, I've had my quota of lies for today.
I don't know what you're getting at, Jack.
What you've done is unconscionable.
What I've done?
You used me. Used my friendship with Brad. You're the one who turned him in. You're the one who blew the whistle. And now Brad's gonna rot in jail.
I thought it was Scott and Ben.
Brad told me he was protecting you. He also told me about your Cayman Island account.
No, wait a minute. If Brad says that, he's lying.
Why don't we let the Justice Department figure out who's lying?
Dad? You did this to your own son-in-law?
It's not as bad as it seems.
You son of a bitch.
Hold on. Amanda.
Go to hell!
Why'd you do it?
I never wanted to go public. My company. Nobody was going to tell me what to do with my own damn money.
It wasn't your money. You ripped off the pension fund.
Oh, yeah, now how long do you think the company would last when my sons take over? I was protecting Brad and Amanda.
You were protecting yourself.
I'm a man of my word, Jack.
Deeds are the measure of a man, Mr. Bacon. Not words.
$4 million. In the first year, 6 the year after that. Very generous offer.
Consider your offer rejected. You can't be serious. The city's...
We'll follow my recommendations. We want additional safety designs, restricted marketing, restricted gun show sales.
That's legislation through litigation.
The American way, Carl. Well, about that little yo in front of the jury.
We going off the deep end? We'll give it a couple weeks, let you cool down, then we'll talk again.
Well, you bet we will. In front of the judge.
Your client's still a co-conspirator.
He had knowledge and tried to cover Elliot Beacon's crimes, but that's the extent of his culpability.
2 counts of mail fraud and underreporting earnings. That's serious stuff,
Then
Jack.
slap him with heavy fines and community service.
Okay, real.
You won't have anything unless he testifies in court.
Jack, he's my father-in-law, for God's sake.
And it's too late for him. He did what he did. And he did it for himself, not for you and not for the family. It's time to think about yourself for once. In exchange for my client's testimony, I want no time served.
Are you crazy? I will get burned at the stake.
Putting a crooked CEO behind bars will make your career.
Deal.
Jethro.
Hey.
You know what? Strange as this may seem, I was wrong what I said. Everyone gets to have a future.
I guess I was wrong, too.
You really play that thing?
It's my pops. An original 1963 Epiphone Casino. Just like the one Lennon played at Shea Stadium.
Let's see it.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Witness. A thing of true beauty.
I I can't get the logs.
Yeah.
I wish I had a better answer for you.
I need something now. You realize that?
Yeah.
There's a golf course on the Cape. Chatham Links. It's got a 188-yard par 3. Gorgeous hole overlooking the Atlantic. I played that course 54 times and never parred that hole. I'm gonna hang it up, get me some new irons, and I'm gonna play that damn hole every day until I write down a 3.
So I'll talk to you tomorrow?